Hello. We've written some bullet points, like them proper vlogger people.
Oh, this is a mess already. Okay.
And we have to remember to look over here,
Okay.
because over here is the wrong way.
I'm just keeping an eye on my double chin.
Okay.
Okay, so yesterday. This is Friday today, so we're talking about Thursday. Thursday we changed hotels in the morning from our horrible grotty one to a nicer one, which had the promise of hot water, but we didn't manage to find the hot water.
But we think we might have hot water today.
Yeah.
We've felt the hot water, but we haven't used it for a shower.
And the promise of Wi-Fi in the room, which turned out to be true. And a window. We've got a window today.
And a nice cleanish bed.
Yeah,
And a telly, but there's nothing English on it at all.
it's fine.
But some nice Bollywood music.
And as soon as we had got into the room, we were offered room service, which we probably won't do again because it's silly, but while it was being offered.
We were given the menu and it was the same price that we'd pay outside. So we thought we might as well indulge.
Yeah, so we had what seems to be a normal thing for breakfast, which is called, I think, parantha, something like that. And it's like flat bready, pancakey thing with like a filling of
like
onion or cauliflower or something.
it's kind of like a bit of a curry though, isn't it? Like
It's
a garlic
savoury.
curry.
There's no liquid with it.
No, but like a thick darlie curry, like stroke like mashed
I think potato is in
mashed
some of them.
potato.
It's nice anyway. It's tasty and it's simple. Not too challenging for breakfast. Anyway, so we had them. We had apple juice, which we were charged a ridiculous price for. Anyway.
Even though it was written in the menu, we decided to leave it because although it was double, it was still only arguing about 10p or something.
Yeah. So we had our room service. Then we faffed about in a room for ages trying to book train tickets online, which sounds like the simplest task, but is just the most ridiculously complicated thing to try and do, because we're not from India and we don't have Indian phones or SIM cards, which is also the most ridiculous task to try and get a SIM card. Like you need all sorts of copies of documents and passport photos and everything just to get a SIM card.
Proof of address, like. Just on a bit of a tangent, the bureaucracy in India is ridiculous. They seem to have like 3 people or 4 people for every job that there is. Like you turn up
We've
to.
said this already.
Did we turn up to hotel reception and there's like 8 people just milling around, not doing anything but trying to get a job or trying to have a job. Yeah, it's crazy.
So we had no luck trying to get train tickets out of Delhi for a couple of days' time. So we were getting hungry, so we went out for lunch. We went to a place which we'd seen on Google Maps, which is obviously a mistake to go to a place that you've seen on Google Maps because it's going to be more expensive than somewhere that you just stumble across.
And it was Korean.
It's Korean, but it's really good.
It was nice.
Really good food.
It was cheap. Like, I mean, it was expensive compared to what you'd pay for like a cheap Indian meal, but
They haven't given any prices. So the room was 800 rupees, which is about £10.
it was about £8, isn't it?
No, you got to add 20%.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That more expensive meal, the Korean, was 570 rupees, so like, I don't know, £6 or something. But in a local place that we stumbled across, we got a really good meal that filled us for 200 rupees.
No, we didn't even. It was a set menu. We did mention it, I think.
Yeah.
But it filled us
And that's like, what,
for like
just
£2
above £2.
£2.20, £2.40.
Yeah. Anyway. And then we
10
walked.
minutes, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Anyway, we walked to a supermarket. It's the only one that we could see close-ish to us. And just in the hope of getting some snacky stuff to have with us for train journeys or like emergencies when we're struggling to find a restaurant or something.
Maybe a bit for breakfast as well.
Yeah, a bit of breakfast, but we just ended up getting oat biscuits and a melon.
Yeah, we're trying our very best to be vegan, and I think we're doing reasonably well.
We're definitely being vegetarian and vegan.
Yeah, we're just like,
Vegan is impossible to tell because
yeah, we're just buying the stuff that looks like it is as good as we can get, and not looking too closely at packet ingredients.
okay. So then we came out of the supermarket and it was thunder and lightning and pouring it down, so we sheltered for a bit and walked for a bit, sheltered for a bit and made our way back, which was okay, but it's dirty anyway everywhere, and then when the floor is like pools of sorry,
Standing water, you don't know what's in it, and
yeah,
then the roads are like some sort of concrete surface in most of the places, but then they still seem, in areas, just seem to turn into mud.
yeah.
And Robin forgot to mention that she saw something that I saw the day before, which was a man getting a cutthroat shave just sat on a chair in the streets, which was fun. I think we got a picture today, so we can put that on.
And the best thing that we saw yesterday was a cow.
A cow.
A whopping great big cow pulling a cart with horns and everything.
We've seen quite a few now. We're doing
It's
this the
getting
following
closer
day.
and closer. Yeah, we've seen a few now.
But that was the
they're
first
so
one we saw.
big and
Really big, like
impressive, and then they've got that big hump like just after their head, like
It's
on
like
their
a-
back.
camel cow.
Sorry about all the coughing, it's gross.
They do a lot of here.
Like right at your feet as you're walking down the street. Bits of phlegm everywhere, it's lovely. Okay, then we came back and we did a load more faffing with the trains on the internet, but still couldn't figure it out. And then we went out for dinner at the original place that we had lunch at the day before. So like 200 rupees again, and really nice curry again.
We had
I had a dal, which was not like one that I've had before. It was much more liquidy and it's still really nice.
yeah, it was. And I had a aloo. No, did I have aloo gobi?
Aloo something.
Oh, I didn't have aloo. Yeah, I don't know, something with potatoes and something else in it, and the curry with some rice and naan bread, which is not quite like English naan bread, but similar to something that we had in Australia that was
Roti.
a roti from an Indian restaurant in Australia.
Oh, it's
But anyway.
thunder at the moment. So yeah, that was yesterday.